Yes.
Hey, what's up, Bubba? It's Granny, speaking of terrible podcasting. I was on that BYB show that you and Seth took a shiz on.
With the one with
Tuddle on it.
With Tuddle, yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I was the red-haired guy with no shirt, gold chains, looking real white trash or whatever.
Sure.
Yeah, no, I was calling to formally apologize. I ended up quitting that show because of how they did Tuddle like that with Pat Dixon. Who cares about who he's, effing or whatever? It was terrible. So
why don't you take? How about this, man? Let me give you some advice. And you can take it for whatever. And Tuddle, Seth knows far more about podcasting than I do, but I know about content, and it looks like the chick is pretty good.
It's his wife, I think.
And it looks like, okay, see, the least that I know,
Lemmy.
the better. So I didn't even know that that's your wife. So it looks like you and your wife could almost do your own thing. I think that would be a better dynamic, talking about the trials and tribulations of marriage. And do you have any children?
Yeah, we got two.
Raising kids and the cost of stuff and school's a joke and just, rolling through life, raising kids, I think would be a better podcast than a washed up comedian. And, I think that you and her should do something. I think that you have a better opportunity to have something that sounded better than for people that really aren't up to speed on any topics, haven't really prepared much, and just, are sitting there looking stupid.
No, I agree, Bubba. And if you lived with your old lady, would you want to work with her too? We do our separate podcasts, but
no, but
we don't really work together.
I understand that, and no. First of all, I don't like people that call their significant others their old ladies. I don't like that.
You say old girl.
Okay. But anyway, I'll call girl a bitch or something like that. But just old lady to me. But anyway, yes,
I don't know. Manson and Donna make it work.
So, Jesus.
Good job,
borderline tookie.
Yeah.
What?
So, yes, you probably don't want to do a podcast with her because you have to live with her and deal through life. But that in itself, the trials and tribulations of being married for as long as you guys have been with kids is, I know that you don't want to, but I don't think that you guys are, either one of you are strong enough to break out and have a really big podcast individually. I think you kind of need each other because the topic matter of being married and the trials and tribulations of being married, I think, is a better opportunity to get an audience than just, what's your name on the podcast?
Granny.
Well, I'm a long-time caller. I stopped listening because of Anna, so I'm listening again now.
And I know that, but what do you if you were to do your own podcast, would you call it the Granny Podcast?
No, actually, I do. This is going to sound even better. I do a podcast with a talking piece of corn and a metrosexual. And no, that one goes pretty good. The other show that you saw me do on BYB was another one that I did. So the other one is mine. That one I did. I
think you need to pick a podcast and do it, and concentrate on promoting that podcast and stop jumping around on all these different podcasts. Well, maybe go on these different only to promote your podcast, and then I think you just need to figure out what your podcast is going to be.
That's what they kind of do, Bubba, in the Dabbleverse. They all go to each other's podcasts and talk about.
I'm not
in that.
I don't put the Dabbleverse on me.
Dude,
I'm not
you
part
do
of
a
it.
podcast with a talking piece of corn. What are you talking about? Don't put the Dabbleverse on me.
Yeah,
I don't want the Dabbleverse on me.
Listen. This whole Dabbleverse thing.
What in the hell are we talking?
Exactly.
This is on major syndicated radio show right now, Bubba.
I know.
You're talking.
I know. I'm trying to get away from it. I'm just saying. Listen, Lemmy.
Yeah, don't let it pull you in, Bubba.
I almost want to bring Anna back so this guy will stop listening again.
Your joint smoking, your hot joint smoking wife. And my suggestion to you, Granny, is to do a podcast of living with Lemmy. And you guys do a podcast as a husband and wife and the trials and tribulations of running a family and things like that. And this whole Dabbleverse thing, I'm not going to get sucked into, so I'm going to say goodbye to you. Okay, buddy?
Next person who says Dabbleverse gets hit with a wiffle ball bat.
What?
One more thing, Bubba. I wanted to give a shout out because I realized the other day that I work with Bubba Army royalty from the track. He is a melanated individual named Mike. So if he listens, shout out to him. Thanks, Bub.
All right, see you later. Bye.
You say melanated?
Melanated, yeah.
I think he's talking about my flagman, Black Mike.
Doug Brown,
is that-
1,000
His,
stars.
his name is Melanated Mike from now on, just so you know.
That's way better.
And he works with
Hey, Melanated Mike.
I don't know if I could get on the track radio when I'm talking to me and Mike correspond a lot because I'm the race director. I don't know if I can go, hey, Melanated Mike, what did you see? Like, you know, we're always talking about what the wrecks and things that we see on the track and whose fault it was.
You call him Black Mike on the radio?
Yeah, I do. That's his name, Black Mike.
Who gave him that name?
I think I did.
All the white people there.
He didn't mind it.